For number 10, MILK is an isosceles trapezoid, and XY is the midsegment. Find the following information. So first I want to find X. To find X, you take the average of the bases, and that equals your midsegment XY. So I would have 5X plus 23 plus the other base of 14 divided by 2 equals the middle, or the midsegment, of 3x plus 3. I would go ahead and combine my like terms. And I see that on this side there is nothing, or none of those numbers are equivalent, or not equivalent, divisible by 2. So I would multiply both sides by 2 to get rid of my fraction. Okay, so once I've done that, then I can combine like terms on both sides. By subtracting 5x, I get x. By subtracting 6, I get 31. So I know that x is 31. It also asks me for xy, and if I just plug 31 into x, I would get xy. So that would be 93 plus 3, which is 96. Then let's answer this one here. The measure of angle MIL, so this angle right here. Well, in a isosceles trapezoid, these bases, the opposite bases, are supplementary. So if I take 180 minus 54, I get my angle measurement. So 126. And then to find y, the bases, the angles from the base are congruent. So I would just set up 6y plus 6 equals 54. And if I subtract 6, I get 48. Divided by 6 is 8. Okay, in number 11, it gives us that AE is the diameter of circle C. Find the following arcs. So, this angle, 53 degrees, this is an inscribed angle. To get its intercepted arc, you double this. So 53 times 2 gives me 106. Since this is your diameter, we know that this half is 180, and this half is also 180. So if I take 180 minus 106, I get 74. And then on this side, 180 minus 95 gives me 85. Now that I have all my arcs, I could find my measurements here. So the measure of arc BAD. Okay, so we have BAD. That would be 95 plus 106, which is 201 degrees. If you have 3 letters, it's either going to be a semicircle of 180, or it has to be greater than 180, which is a major arc. And it is. Okay, arc BE, 2 letters is a minor arc. It has to be less than 180. So BE would be 85. And then BAE, well, we know that from A to E is 180. So 180 plus 95 would give me 275 degrees. In number 12, it says, given that segment MK and segment NL are diameters of the circle, determine the measures of the following arcs. So first, I'm going to use the fact that these are vertical angles and list that as 68. Secondly, I know that if MK is a diameter, 180 minus 68 gives me this angle, which is 112. And then the same thing. If MK is still diameter, then if I add these together, subtract from 180, we get 88 degrees. So, to find your arc measurements, we listed all of our angles. Central angles are the same as the arc measurement, so we know that LK would be 68. MJ would be 68 plus 88, and that's 156. MNK, okay, that is a semicircle, so that's 180. And then NLK, so we're going to go N to L, so that's 180 plus 68. And that would be 248 degrees.